Yep, back to the scoop. I've got a blockbuster saga. Honestly, it feels like we're watching a movie. When does it not feel like we're watching a movie? That is crazy. Africa's richest man, Aliko Dangote, and his multi-billion-dollar refinery, the one that has everyone talking, all of us are giving our takes up and down. And there's so much drama, and honestly, it really does feel like I have shares in this company. Now, here's the gist. Aliko Dangote has dropped a bombshell. He said he's willing to hand over the keys to his $19 billion, not Naira, baby, the Dangote refinery, to an NPC. Yep, he said, take over. Yep, it's enough. Now, why? Why is Dangote so frustrated? Well, it seems as if Dangote has been caught in such a heated showdown with all the powers that be and NNPC, and they're really duking it out over everything from supply agreements to quality control, including whether or not Dangote is a monopolist in every industry he enters. These are questions that keep coming on. But hold on, guys, hold your popcorn because there's more. Dangote, who is such a diplomat, and he's so diplomatic in the way he just addresses this whole issue, says that he's not sweating bullets over being labeled a monopolist. Now, he said he's cool, that he's not a monopolist, that he's ready to allow NNPC, that they should go ahead. If they think he's a monopolist, buy him out. He's calling their bluff. I was like, man, when I think about it, Dangote is a really astute businessman, but of course he is, because that's why he's a billionaire. In fact, Dangote is such an astute businessman which I really think that this was just absolutely hilarious. There was a picture that recently circulated immediately after he made this announcement where he was having a meeting with the president of Gabon, and it was tagged that he was exploring business opportunities. Now, friends, this ain't it for Nigeria. It's not a good look for Nigeria. A lot of people have been discussing that Nigeria is not showing that it has ease of business. But I will say this, Nigeria has never been a great place for doing ease of business. I have done entrepreneurship and business in Nigeria, and I can tell you that for the average Nigerian who does business here, it's hard. There's so many different rules and regulations, and in so many ways, it feels like the system is out to get you and not to help you. Whether it's this policy or that policy, if you're trying to get NAFDAC, all the things you need to go through. I understand these agencies are there to establish rule and law and order, but we all know that these agencies behave unruly. They behave unruly. So Nigeria just seems to be really happening to Dangote for the first time, maybe. And maybe it's happening to him in a way that's so extreme and so intense, and it seems as if his back is against the wall. And now he's having to speak up and talk. And that's good. It's good because in truth be told, we need more powerful people to experience the reality of Nigeria. You know, sometimes when you're in Nigeria and you have access to anything and you have resources, you can create a small bubble around yourself where you can kind of sort of evade the craziness that happens here. And this is the reason why you'll find that a lot of times there's no change, because if Nigeria is about, oh, gather enough wealth, gather enough power so you can create a bubble around yourself, it won't affect you. The people who are most powerful and have the ability to create change, they're not going to be speaking up about what's happening in Nigeria now. They're not bothered because they found a way around Nigeria. So for the first time ever, it seems as if Dangote has tapped into a sector that they're like, no, sorry, actually, you're not allowed here. This oil money, no, you can't touch that. This is a no-go area. And now he's really beginning to feel the tension of what it feels like to have Nigeria. Why does this refinery matter? Why is it so important to us? Well, besides the fact that it's a colossal chunk of Nigeria's future, this refinery really actually, if it works, our fuel woes, they're no more. Like this constant sweating and stress of, oh my gosh, is there going to be fuel scarcity today? Oh my gosh, is there going to be fuel scarcity tomorrow? It's over. It's a wrap. It's gone. It's done. Like, guys, we're part of OPEC. We're one of the largest exporters of crude oil. How can we be having fuel scarcity, guys? So please, this thing needs to work. It needs to work for multiple reasons. Now, amidst all the refinery rockers, we also have our MVPs who are our dear legislators. And there's something interesting that's happening with this whole Dangote refinery saga. There's a whole narrative on whether Dangote's product is cleaner than the product that is being sold to us at the current filling stations. And Dangote, they were accusing and saying that Dangote's product is not up to par, that it has more sulfur in it than it's supposed to. And Dangote said, bruh, go ahead, let's test it. Let's see. Well, they did do a test, and it's clear that Dangote's product is actually better than the product that is being sold currently on ground. And Dangote's product is actually passed the test, and it has less sulfur. It's much better. It's a better product. I hope they figure this out. I want to see them figure this out. I'm saddened that a business of this caliber, an investment of this caliber, would be faced with opposition by the parties that be and have power to make it happen. And we all know when it comes down to it, that is what is on the table. So I want to hear you guys, your thoughts. How do you guys feel about this whole Dangote saga? A lot of people are saying, well, Unto is good, let him feel the pain of Nigeria. A lot of people are also saying this is really, really bad. Comment down below. Don't forget to share, subscribe, and also share. All right, I'll see you guys next time.